Our next reader is a Leo, and this retrograde asks you to review what you think you know to be true of yourself and the systems in which you participate. Leo's ruler is the sun. This past week was the spring equinox, where every day is one filled with more light as the sun sets later in the evening. This is a great moment for reflection and introspection for Leos. The stars suggest re-watching your favorite Vegas-themed movie, installing a bird feeder at your home, and buying a new hat. Let's welcome Shannon Salter to the stage.
Gabby, thank you for that. I needed that. That was. You gotta do all those things. I got it. I'm on it. Okay, so thank you guys so much for having me. Thank you so much for being here. I can't mess around with this thing. It'll kill me. So I'm going to read three pieces of poetry / prose that are from a collection that I call The Meadows. Okay, the first one's called The Airfield. To be rooted and unrooted as a tide pool, to spread into the world. Dear God, Desert Inn is opening a hole into you. A bird is hollering from a man's shoulder as the man is making his way around the earth. The bird sounds like a white macaw. Across the pool, there is a black cat on the wall, ascending the stairs to your apartment and lying around on your bed and beneath your desk, a big fly coming in through the window, the sun rising. Everyone is going someplace. Remember the olive tree which sang these songs, dressed as a noble savage wreath. Remember the blades of grass reflected the moon and those lights, another cat inside slapping its tail. Dear God, the horses seem to have switched in advance of the switchboard. The ground is not what you thought. Dear God, nearness has come for you at last. Look at that, someone said. The hole is becoming wide. The ground is opening like a bowl. Into the bowl goes the rubber tree and the air. In goes a yellow ball. In goes the world's largest crystal sphere. God has become so dense and he is sitting up in the back room. Dear God, first put the stone on your head. Open your hands and face, palms up. Now move the light around, around, around. Do you feel it through the air? Dear God, I am in the white shell. Dear God, the shell goes all the way to Ellis Island, and once you get there, the island will have become a woman's breast. There will the oceans give way to forest, and there will words give way to sound and finally voice. And will the pain become a blanket? Will it become an hourglass pulling, its sand become crystal, its mind become crystal, the web getting its rocks off with the window shut, the frontier exploding? Above the children's table, so many jars of curry. The children were dead leaves blowing across the cement. No running, the boys would shout at them, no running in the pool. But the children were dead leaves and all they could do was run. And when they finally ended up in the pool, they would float for a while and then they would sink down to the bottom, becoming the sound of the gate spread around like an electric fence. The operators watched the hole grow open for 1 hour and then it became them. It took their eyes and their batons and used them to open itself faster so that everything around went inside. In went the dead animals. Their blood and skin became the wind. We're losing the animals, someone said. In went the black cat and the stones stacked outside. Language became the opening with the rest of them. It became the feeling in your hands when the stone is on your head and your hands are a bowl, an echo around the rim. Outside, you think you see an animal like a beaver or a raccoon, but you don't see any tail and it seems to be running upwards on its hind feet. It reminds you of a sloth or a wild hog. The animal is running from beneath Manhattan, and it runs across the interstate and disappears behind a row of restaurants. But to you, it looks like the animal goes into the window of a saloon. You see it run across the tables and vanish into the far wall. Nervous. I haven't read in a long time, guys. It's been a long time for me. Thanks. Thanks, you guys. Okay, this next is called Zizix. When you turn 4, Preston, you will be as old as the sun and the earth and as old as heaven. In the kitchen, I am lying on a rug next to the sliding glass door. I am holding a rabbit against my chest, and one arm is behind my head. The words inside are a voice. Preston, when you turn 4, you will see a sphere rising from the front courtyard as you are awake in the room which was your father's and first was mine, where my sister too slept in her crib. The sphere will rise with its light in every direction. The ferns will each one come into its shadow, and the palm frond will become a mouth. The angel will be the whale's middle. Its belly will go out the front gate. It will open and close the gate quietly. The key is to be thinking of these things at the same time. What is felt in this room is God's mother. When you are 4, the light will begin in the cement and travel up the stucco wall. Some of the light is violet, some of it is blue, some of it is yellow. There are no ghosts. Look, Preston, the cloud is coming down in the form of frost. It is like a sponge. When the moment comes, I want you to go as quietly as you can. Get to the fountain at the edge of the west loop, to the bridge which goes over the loop and into the plaza. You used to play there. Go into the little movie theater, get to a row in the middle and lay on the floor. If you are small enough, pull your knees all the way beneath the seat. Go as far down as you can. From the whale's belly is also a light that is green. To breathe, you need only shut your eyes. The sun is rising. The wetlands have burned. The water has burned. The doves which made their nest in the entryway, there did the shore begin its exchange. You can see through the courtyard into the family's home. If you stand very still with your hands empty, there's the feeling. Preston, when you turn 4, we are going to go on an airplane, all of us together. You will sit in the window seat, and the sky and even mountains will be beneath you. You will be in the clouds. Remember those clouds. Preston, you will find yourself in Mr. McGregor's garden. He will come at you with a shovel and a spade. He will come at you with the sound and smell of diamonds. He will remind you of a neighbor, but this man will have gone too far inside his house so that his pain comes out a star. Keep the scent of mud in your nose and in your belly. This will make you invisible to the men who cannot read sky. If you become thirsty, think of a time scale. If you are hungry, think of the door. Remember to look up. You know the way. Remember, everything is a circle. And now one more little one, little tiny one. This is called the black cat. The animal sees everything. Lost in the airwaves, a green forest, wide, white multitude. The trees in Las Vegas are going. The arc in the cement is a tower into heaven's big liver, baby. The sky is clear. Jean and Masako are getting out of the pool. Enjoy these days of April, even though it hurts. A plastic doll beside the door, its cheeks the color of our sun. Okay, thank you guys.